Bazinga punks, and welcome back with more of the Big Bang Theory. This is season 10, episode 13. Last time, we saw Sheldon and Amy visit Mary Cooper in Texas and tell her that they're living together. Surprisingly, they didn't get called out for living together in sin. And then we got a closer look at Bernie and Howard being new parents. And finally, Leonard and Penny got mad at each other because they decided to try to cut down a tree themselves for Christmas, and it did not go well. Oh, I think I forgot to mention last time that the episode title was The Holiday Summation. That was rather fitting. This time, it's the Romance Recalibration. Oh no, are Leonard and Penny getting a divorce? No, I'm just kidding. Full reactions on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like and let's get started. Oh.
What's all this?
Well, it sounded like you were having a rough day. Do you remember when we went wine tasting in Santa Barbara and you said that was the best rosé you'd ever had?
Yeah, I remember us driving up there, going to the winery, and that's it.
That checks out.
This wine is wine.
Oh.
I made your favorite pizza bagels.
Pink wine and pizza bagels is like 8th grade
That's the
all over
dream.
again.
8th grade?
So lucky to have you.
Well, be careful, these are hot. I could explain the thermodynamics of why the cheese seems hotter than the crust, but instead I'm gonna keep it to myself.
That is so sweet.
You always know what not to say.
Does he always know?
Your love, it's like a river, peaceful and deep.
Uh-huh.
Your soul it's like a secret I never could keep.
He's out here rhyming?
You did not just quote an NSYNC song.
Oh.
I quoted your favorite NSYNC song.
Oh. We're at this point in the relationship.
Leonard, I've been meaning to ask you, what size shoe do you wear?
Why?
I'm trying to take more of an interest in other people's lives.
That's not... Oh.
It's nice. I wear a size 8.5.
That's small. Do you have any plans for the weekend?
Are you gonna laugh at the answer?
Probably.
Only if the answer is shopping for baby shoes.
If you must know, Penny won a spa weekend from work.
I wonder what kind of infection you'll come home with.
Hopefully none.
Money's on fungal.
That's a good bet, though.
Is it weird that we're having girls' night here, but you don't live here anymore, so it's basically my girls' night?
I hadn't really thought about it.
But now you're thinking about it and it bothers you? I get that.
Things going well with you and Sheldon living together?
He asks about my day, takes an interest in my life. He's like my boyfriend in college, except he's real so people can see him.
I've been seeing him for years. I'm still not convinced he's real.
Is it normal for the husband to kind of completely stop giving a crap?
Uh-oh, what's going on?
Well, Leonard used to do all these things, like bring me flowers and wear pants.
It's okay.
Wear
Now
pants.
he never has on pants. The Domino's guy brings the pizza like this now.
Well, Sheldon always has his pants on. I don't think I could pick his knees out of a lineup.
It's like since we got married, he doesn't really try anymore.
Penny?
How much do you
I
try?
say this, but this is my first girls' night, and you're kind of bumming everybody out.
I heard you on the baby monitor. Didn't think you could turn the theme from Walking Dead into a lullaby.
Anything can be a lullaby.
Gotta get her hooked on TV, or someday she'll want me to play outside.
No.
That floor is so squeaky.
Have you tried anything to fix it?
Well, I put the rug down, didn't help.
I know, Blue Shag, what were you thinking?
Did try nailing a couple of the boards down.
Did that do anything?
Yeah, left little holes in the floor. That's why I bought the rug.
He's an engineer. He'll figure something out. Famously bad at chess
Do
compared to
that, I'll
Sheldon.
win in 8 moves.
Is there anything he can do that won't result in him winning? 5 moves.
I'll win in 5 moves.
I actually guessed the right number. 3?
I'll win in 1 move.
1! Is this all a bluff?
Oh, good game.
I'm trying to take an interest in other people. How was your girls' night?
Oh, it was fine.
Did you have anything to eat?
Chips.
Well, I'm just playing tennis against the drapes here.
Just ignore him.
At least he took an interest.
Ooh.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Oh, that's not nothing.
Lately, I kind of feel like you've been taking me for granted.
What? Where is this coming from?
Leonard, she might be drunk. All she had was chips.
It's just since we got married, you seem to think you don't have to try anymore.
I'm the one who's made all the effort in this relationship since day one. Please tell me what more I could do.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll take Amy with me to the spa this weekend instead.
All right, go ahead.
Well, that could have gone way better.
Amy is free. She had a harp lesson on Saturday, but it got canceled. Boy, When you take an interest in people, you really uncork a geyser of nonsense.
Oh, man.
He said the only way to really fix an old floor like that is to tear it up and replace the whole thing.
That sounds expensive.
No offense to her father, but he's not an MIT-trained engineer. Thinking and building is what you do.
I
MIT's
guess.
motto is mind and hand, which just so happens was also my motto as a lonely teenager.
Wow. Damn.
What if you didn't step on the floor at all? Like, what if
You
you
floated like
swung
Superman.
on a rope from the ceiling?
I feel like that might damage the ceiling eventually. Or just destroy the crib.
What if you rig up a pulley system and move yourself across the room in a harness?
Wow. And now the ceiling gave out.
What if you got a giant slingshot and flung yourself into the wall?
Is that supposed to be funny?
Hold on.
You gonna picture it? Yes, it is funny. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'll call you when we get to the hotel.
And if they have any of those tiny bottles of shampoo,
I will bring them
You
home.
feel
so
like a
you can see
giant?
How Godzilla takes a shower.
you know what? I feel uncomfortable engaging in a public display of affection while their relationship is strained.
If you say it out loud,
Go
it,
ahead, it's fine.
okay. Oh. You didn't have to go so hard.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you too.
I'll miss you more.
Well, if X equals the amount that you'll miss me, then I'll miss you X plus 1.
If you miss me X plus 1, I'll miss you open paren X plus 1 close.
Oh boy. Yoink.
Thank you.
Here.
Warm
You're
beverage.
sad, so I made you tea. And it's just the way you like it.
Real Grey?
Yes.
Honey?
Yes.
Unsweetened almond?
Good Lord, I made you tea. Just drink it.
After everything he's done for you over the years.
Do you want to play Jenga? Or Ticket to Ride? Hearthstone? What would you be the happiest losing at?
I don't want to play a game, Sheldon.
I remember when you loved playing games with me. Maybe Penny isn't the only relationship you're phoning in.
Jeez.
It's not that I'd stopped trying. It's how relationships progress.
Kinda,
Start with
sometimes.
infatuation.
No, you're right. It's like when I first encountered the Pythagorean theorem. No, I was blown away.
Wow.
that The square of the hypotenuse was the sum of the squares of the opposite sides. Yeah, but now I'm just like, eh.
This grid represents the room. All we need to do is plot out where each squeak is, and we can find a quiet path to the crib.
Good idea. This seems like fun.
Like a map from Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, is that where you got the
The
idea?
creature in the crib is a level 9 poop monster.
Okay, you check for squeaks,
Dangerous.
and I will mark them down.
It's squeaking. Mark it.
It's nice to think that you grew up in this room, and now your daughter's going to as well.
I hope she has the same amount of sex in it I did. None. Next square.
Did you clean it using a blacklight?
Why do you
To
bounce
check?
with your hands in the
I
air
don't,
like that?
yeah, it's pretty funny.
You like to play a driving game I invented?
Not if he's gonna lose at
Is it
it.
about the failing state of my relationship with Penny?
Never mind.
It was?
No, Penny went to this spa to be away from you. Are you sure you should be going there?
I don't want to wait 2 days for us to work this out.
You got married spur of the moment. I don't see why your divorce should be any different.
I was joking when I spoke about divorce.
Car
Jeez.
over and kick you out.
When was the last time you got a massage?
Sheldon walked on my back 2 weeks ago, but that was just because there was a spider on his pillow and he was trying to get away.
Leonard
Doesn't count.
stood on me once too, but he was just trying to see the rose parade.
Uh-huh.
I don't know the protocol. Are you going to be naked for your massage?
Well, yeah.
And this is probably too many clothes.
Probably.
Leonard, I really appreciate that, but I need a little time to myself.
Okay, I don't get it. You said make an effort. Here I am making an effort.
Hello, Amy. It's nice to see you.
Oh my god.
Nice to see you too.
They're in that
Make
phase.
effort.
I don't understand what you want.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Joey, if you'd like, I could whip up a quick relationship agreement.
Oh my god.
I'm at a spa. I might as well do something relaxing.
So what we did was map out the entire room to identify every squeak.
That's nearly all of them.
It's easy once you get the hang of it. Hop on the ottoman.
That's too ridiculous.
Don't do that in socks. I almost broke my neck.
Stretch.
Oh, damn.
Maybe in looser pants.
Or no pants at all.
And step, grab, tiny pivot, pull, and you're there.
I feel like you could have just walked that last step.
I don't think she was impressed.
Bigger problems.
Asthma?
I felt so big pop.
He doesn't have asthma. That's not good, though.
There's a cucumber in my water.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Do they know it's there? Should I tell somebody?
It's there on purpose. It's refreshing.
Oh, isn't that delightful?
Interesting. The world's most boring liquid and the world's most boring vegetable. But you put them together and... If you get divorced, do I get 2 Christmases?
We're not getting divorced. I can't believe I am about to say this.
Would you please help us make a relationship agreement?
Oh,
One
damn.
to us. What do you say?
I can't believe this suggestion.
Contract? I say let's get this party of the first part started.
Was that a joke? I don't understand it. For a party of the first part?
You really think that's funny?
It's in our agreement. I have to laugh.
It was I don't get the joke.
If you find this draft
Wow.
acceptable, then I believe your new relationship agreement is ready to be signed.
This is actually
Article
not a
8,
bad idea. It's just
Section B,
a weird way to
Leonard
do
will
it.
restrict video gaming in underpants to hours Penny is not home. This includes boxers,
Not
briefs,
wow.
thongs.
So no video gaming at all when she's home? That feels
I really need to say
ridiculous.
that. If questioned, Penny may not say that everything is fine if it isn't. Other unacceptable responses include "it's nothing," "don't worry about it," and "I said it's nothing, don't worry about it."
If you could initial here to indicate that you're accepting Leonard in as-is condition.
Just taking digs at Leonard. Oh, they're enjoying this. She's enjoying this too much.
I remember signing our first relationship agreement.
You seem to be forgetting the no nostalgia clause.
Right, got it.
There's a no nostalgia clause. I prefer the Santa Claus. Well, it's a good thing that was the end of this episode, because that was a really, really bad joke. I was only joking about Leonard and Penny getting a divorce. I just said it because it was the most ridiculous possibility of a romance recalibration. Thankfully, it's not going to come to that. And surprisingly, and somewhat hilariously, they're having Sheldon draw up a relationship agreement to help them navigate their life as a married couple. Funny that Sheldon put a few jabs at Leonard in the contract for his own entertainment. How unprofessional. And I think the relationship agreement itself is less important than the fact that it made them actually voice their wants and needs in a constructive way. Because the way Penny went at it with the passive aggressiveness was just about the worst way you could handle something like that. And it's been a theme throughout this relationship that Leonard has always been trying really hard for Penny, and she had trouble reciprocating. I think there was even a time where the punchline was that his job was to make her happy and hers was to let him. But I think that very episode, she did start to make an effort. I think given the format of a comedy series, I assumed that she continued to make an effort, but I actually don't know. And it is probably a thing that Leonard has felt safer in the relationship and doesn't feel like he has to chase after Penny anymore. But at the same time, it's still important to show an effort. Both of them should. Like, yes, the relationship evolves and you can get more comfortable with each other and you're more relaxed. And, I mean, that looks different for every couple, but I can understand wanting to keep the romance burning for longer. I think a lot of these problems probably arose, though, from being empty nesters, because Sheldon is their only child and he moved out and they don't know how to act with each other when they're alone. Mostly joking. Okay, so I completely misheard one part of the relationship agreement during this episode. I thought it said no video gaming and underpants while Penny is home. It was no video gaming in underpants while Penny is home. That is perfectly reasonable. My editor pointed it out to me before I posted this, so thankfully I can correct the record there. And then we had the whole saga with Howard and the squeaky floorboards. That was really great. The ceiling has poor structural integrity, so we can't create a pulley system. He can't swing across either because he'll inevitably crush the crib and the baby. Even though, didn't he say he spent like super top dollar on the crib? Why is it so flimsy, even if it's just in your imagination? And I actually really like the idea to put tape down and glow-in-the-dark tape so you can see where it's safe to walk. The problem is that the whole room is squeaky, so you have to do great feats of athleticism to get to the crib without making any noise. You could just move the crib right next to the door so you don't have to maneuver as much to get it, or you could move it to another room entirely. Actually, Howard mentioned that this was also the room that he grew up in, though I thought his current room was always his room. The house seems big enough that maybe we can give her another non-squeaky room, though. But yeah, Bernie's idea of using a giant slingshot to fling him across the room is very silly, but picturing it in action was very comical. Did Simon do his own stunts in this episode? Crash into a bunch of things? So yeah, there were some fun moments in this episode. Thanks for watching. Full reactions on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time with more. Bye, friends.